service, then serve his devotees very nicely in such a way that they become advanced in Krishna consciousness. If you can do this, then the path to spiritual perfection is wide open. This is the secret. But on the other hand, if we create anxiety for the devotees, if we create trouble for the devotees, if we create unnecessary difficulties for the devotees. See, this is why my godbrothers fell down. Because they accepted a political solution instead of a spiritual solution to the problem of how to manage ISKCON. They created so much anxiety for the devotees, so much unnecessary trouble for the devotees, so much political agitation and other nonsense. And because of this, Krishna looked at that and he said, well, they're not helping my devotees, they're not serving my devotees nicely. They're causing artificially problems for my devotees. So why should I give them special mercy? So around here we call this serving the devotees, we call this the extra credit course. Like we have so many courses on the university site. You can work through all these courses from raw neophyte bhakta all the way up to Sarvabhauma, Acharya of the whole world. What other university can you go to all those courses? But even if you graduate from all those courses, if you don't apply that knowledge to help the other devotees, you won't be able to make it. It doesn't matter what your academic qualifications are. Academic qualifications are important, but applying them is even more important. So what really matters is the cleanliness of our hearts. Beginning from not committing sinful activities, through not making any offense against the holy name, and worshiping the deity very nicely without any offenses, and finally, to become free from offenses to all other living entities, especially the devotees. And most of all, to serve the devotees and help them to advance in spiritual life. This is the qualification for the highest stage of devotional service. And just see, you cannot imitate this. I have some godbrothers. There was one godbrother, he has a name that's kind of similar to mine. And he was going on the internet and YouTube and all of that, and putting up videos of his preaching. And he's claiming to be self-realized. And actually, I think he was kind of ripping us off. He was like trying to do like the same line or the same kind of style of preaching, But it just came out, he got in so much trouble. Everybody was writing him like, stop posting this nonsense. Come on, you're not qualified, he was getting so much static from everybody because he was trying to impress, and you could see very easily that he was trying to impress other people, especially other devotees. And, that doesn't work because devotees, any devotee who's been around for a little while knows what a service attitude is. And you better have a service attitude if you want to get anywhere with an experienced devotee, because they know that this service attitude is the key to spiritual advancement. They may not always be able to manifest that attitude themselves, but at least they know. But people who aren't devotees or who have very limited knowledge of devotional service, they don't understand this. They're still there trying to solve their problems. I want friends, I want money, I want respect, I want people to look up to me, I want to be influential, I want to have some power, I want some fame, I want this, I want that. But this is the neophyte stage of devotional service. Krishna says 4 kinds of pious men surrender unto me. Yeah. Those who are in distress, those who are in need of money, those who are curious, and those who are in knowledge. And of those 4, the one in knowledge is dear to me, because I am dear to him. So what he's saying here is that the other 3 are more or less neophytes. They're more or less licking the outside of the bottle. We have this story we tell about. You have a jar of honey. And it says right on the cover, it says honey, sweet honey. Right? Oh, great, sweet honey. I can taste this. And you start licking the bottle. Well, what are you going to taste? You're only going to taste the glue on the label. That's all you're going to taste. You have to open the jar and go inside, and then you can taste the sweet. Similarly, in devotional service, to simply approach on an external platform and try to imitate what other devotees are doing, well, it's probably a good start. Better than nothing. But the real path of devotional service is completely internal. It's completely based on knowledge, transcendental knowledge, not ordinary knowledge, and purity of heart. So without these 2 qualifications, transcendental knowledge means knowledge from the scriptures, and purity of heart means that you cleanse all the sinful reactions, all the materialistic desires, all the offenses, all the misunderstandings, all the doubts. Like the last few days around here, we've been cleansing doubts. It's like, come on, where's your doubts? Bring them out, come on. And resolving all of these doubts. Because if you don't resolve your doubts, how can you go on ahead with full confidence? We're about to go on this, big long journey, like halfway across the planet, and meet all these people that we've never met before, and have this big powwow and this big meeting and this big ceremony and all this stuff. And oh man, I mean, this is a big operation. And then we're going to go to India, and we're going to be setting up a corporation and a charitable trust and all this stuff, and getting land and doing this and building houses. And oh man, I mean, we're getting set to do this huge endeavor. So we can't have anything holding us back. We can't have any doubts holding us back. We have to have full faith, full confidence to go ahead with this very ambitious, well, it's not really risky, but it's complicated. There's a lot of little details that we have to take care of so that everything works properly, And I mean, we're probably going to make some mistakes. We have the same experience. We've done this 3 times now. In Mexico, in Chile, and now we're going to go to India and do it again. And yeah, we're getting better at it. Coming into a foreign country, scoping out the landscape. Where do we want to be located? What do we want to? How do we want to live? How are we going to supply ourselves? Yeah, we've gotten a lot more mobile, a lot lighter. And, but it's still like our whole trip is more than you can carry on an airplane. We have to ship at least, no? Really? Well, except the kitchen stuff and like that. Yeah. But all of the media production equipment and all that stuff we can pack up in boxes and take with us on the plane. So that's very cool.
Mobile production box.
Yeah.
Adventure box.
Huh?
Mobile production adventure box.
Oh, I see. Okay, so anyway, so we're going to do this. We're going to go to India. So we have to be able to go with full confidence that at least, we may make some mistakes because of lack of knowledge, but at least we're not going to have a problem with lack of integrity or lack of trust. See, or lack of surrender, or holding back because we're not sure. Well, is this really the truth? Is this really going to work? We have to have that full confidence to go ahead and just get the job done, because there's very little time left. I'm telling you, by the end of the year, you're going to be going, where can I get a bridge community? Serious. Everybody's going to be freaking out. So we're already seeing our stats climbing. But by the end of the year, they're going to be just like through the roof. They're going to be like 10 times what they are now. Because people will finally see that the old way of doing things is failing. This old way, this idea of we can take as much of God's property from the earth and exploit it and use it for our own sense gratification, and then engage others and exploit them in making all these products and consuming all of these resources, and we'll get just lots of wealth out of that.